What's up, y'all? It's your man, yes, the Hermit Star back again. Yes, I am back outside. It is not the angle that I prefer. Again, the seating here has changed for the worse, if you ask me. But this is not too bad of a view if I were to say so myself. But anyways, I'm here to do the reading for the sign of Gemini for the coming week. For the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This is for you. What's going on? Let's see what message or messages really the universe has for you. So the Mercury retrograde happened yesterday, and so that energy is still upon us. So just be mindful of that, and yeah. Be mindful of what other energies or messages you might be getting this week. Let's see if we can get at least one more card. All right. So, kind of feel like I've done this read before, or at least with these cards. We'll see. But your first card is the Devil. So, I do think that based off of the other cards that you got with the tarot, at least, you don't really have faith in yourself to make things happen, essentially, right? I think that you have these dreams, you have these goals or anything, right? It may have been a situation where you've been working towards something and you don't see, or at least you don't feel as though that you are getting any type of results that you want, right? Nothing is really impressing you. You're not making the improvements, essentially, that you want to see. This is you in your own head about it. It could be because you're comparing yourself to other people and you're seeing the strides that they're making, or the strides that they're claiming that they have made, and you're like, why am I not making those same strides? Why am I not having as much success as whatever, right? Or whoever, right? Well, I should be this, in this way, or whatever the case is. But honestly, like, it's really, if you ask me, it's you in your head. And like, once you start to realize, like, how, I'm gonna say it, magical you are, once you start to realize that, I think that confidence is going to come easier, but it also, you're not going to be in this mode of feeling like you need to compare yourself to other people or look at what other people have and say, why do I not have that, right? Now, another reason as to why I say that is because you have the Four of Cups here. When this shows up, a lot of people, when this shows up, this is the energy of folks who really don't, like I was saying, like, you're not, I don't want to say, I'm going to say it anyways, but like, you're not really appreciating what you're getting, right? You're not appreciating what you have. You're not appreciating the gains that you're making, essentially, especially if it's something to do with career goals or, again, anything of that nature. It does seem like with that Devil that came before this card, it does seem like, again, you are making strides, Gemini, but you're not, because it's not maybe what you envisioned, like picture perfect what you envisioned, or again, if you are comparing yourself to somebody else because it's not what they have to you, then you're not getting anywhere, you're not succeeding, right? But not with that attitude. Like, an attitude like that, you'll never appreciate anything that you get, any type of strides, any type of momentum, Your last card with the tarot is the Magician in reverse. This is why I said magic earlier, right? But, this is the card of, when it's in this position, it's wasted potential, And it's not that you're wasting your time doing something that you shouldn't be doing, I guess, or the universe doesn't have in line, that's not in line with you. It could be that, but it could be, again, with you wasting your time comparing yourself to other people. As the saying goes, comparison is the thief of joy, but also, you may have heard this, comparison is the devil. And again, you have the devil card here, presence. Very devilish energy that has this control over you that really isn't serving you. So honestly, just realize that, yeah, this showed up in reverse, but this energy is still prevalent. Meaning you have the energy within you to create, to be determined to create whatever outcomes that you want. I know it's easier said than done to not compare yourself to people. I have trouble with that, but it's something that's possible to not compare yourself. And ultimately, I think the easiest way to not do that is constantly look at how you've progressed. Like, compare yourself to your past self, whether that be a month ago, a year ago, or however long ago you want to compare the results. I can give an example. Like, if you're in the gym, you're looking at pictures of your body, from years ago or a year ago, right? And you've been consistent in the gym, and no, you don't have the perfect gym bod yet, to you, but compared to what you looked like last year or however long ago that previous picture was, that's right there is one example of how you can just stay within the confines of improving or acknowledging your self-improvement and not comparing your body to somebody else's. So hopefully that helps. We're about to get into the oracle card or cards right now before I choose or read these two cards. I'm not going to do my preacher voice. We outside. I'm going to be respectful. But, but before I read these two cards, I would like to remind you to please hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're not doing any of that. All right? All right. So the first card we got is Rising Flames. The last time I got this card, I brought out Preacher E or Pastor E, right? Not gonna do it this time. And by the way, there's a plane flying over me, so not trying to compete with that noise. But let your passion guide you to the fulfilling purpose meant for you. So there is that. This wasn't the card actually, so I didn't even need to use or call on Pastor E, but yeah, that's one of your cards. The other card that you have is Solace of Balance. Seek equilibrium in love and career, harmonizing your inner seal to weigh decisions with both heart and mind. So really, I think it's more so like just love for yourself, self-love. Again, a comparison is the thief of joy, as the saying goes. Comparison is the devil, as how I personally, I prefer that quote other than the thief of joy, even though I think that is, true to an extent as well. But I think that, you make it harder to love yourself if you're compare yourself to others. So just love yourself, balance out like just a love of yourself, love of what you're doing in yourself, and then of course your career goals as well. Love yourself enough to want to continue on, but not harshly judge yourself for not being where you feel you should be at this moment in time. All right, so yeah, that's what I have for you today for this week, Gemini. If you got anything of value from this video, once again, please hit this like. Not dislike, but this. I meant to say this. Well, I did say this, but it sounded like dislike. But no, hit the like button, comment, share, and subscribe. I want to thank you for trusting me, for being your intuitive reader for today, or at least one of your intuitive readers for today. Like, comment, share, and subscribe once again. And until next time, until next video, you see me when you see me. Peace out.